showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Sentinels and the Navy Midshipmen. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Home of some of the most iconic college football games in history. Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in Annapolis, Maryland has seen so many games between Navy, Army, Air Force. This is a beautiful space and a very unique campus in Annapolis, Maryland. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Sentinels kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Navy Midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's gritty, great attention to detail, solid hands. He'll have to be accounted for in this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
Here's a give to Robinson. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainer's out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Gets the back moving. Trying to get the edge with the jet sweep. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Goes to the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Could be an alley. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
The option, he'll keep it. Runs through a tackle. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
QB draw. And the ball's on the ground. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Navy will have to punt it away. Kick is in the air. Takes it on the return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. It's the Sentinels offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
And the Sentinels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Gunderson. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch. But keyword.
Here's a little room there. Picks up the first down. Pass to 50. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Sentinels. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Navy offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the option. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
They'll run the option. Pulls it on the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Navy will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Motion from the back. A designed run for the quarterback. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready. 129. Ready.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5. It's 2nd and long. They'll run the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
He's piled up 97 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. And the Sentinels will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Here comes the Navy offense ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They'll run the jet sweep, trying to spread this defense out. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback will keep it. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks. And just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. This is a designed run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there. And
he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. And
man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Sixth play of the drive coming up. They'll send the back in motion. On the move, it's Fitzpatrick. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking for a man. It's Gunderson. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Sentinels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Sends it back in motion. Now on the option. Pulls it and runs it again. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Give to the fullback. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Sentinels are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Gets the back moving. They'll run for it on third and short. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Man, this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will be
finding some room, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sentinels!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Midshipman will get things going here on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Here comes the option. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Bryant. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. Navy will have to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Quarterback Keith, he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Leaves it with the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Motion from the back.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The give to the fullback. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. The option look. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Woodson. Got his man on the outside. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Navy will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Motion from the wideout. This quarterback part of their running game. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Sentinels send out the punt unit. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Punt is on its way. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Navy offense sails out, ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down.
Caught, and he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll move the wide receiver. They want to run this quarterback. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the option. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. And the Sentinels moving quickly to the line.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. The run inside. It's Bentley. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. On the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's not the option they were looking for. You know, you want to run that option and maybe pitch the football, but that play looked dead from the jump, and the QB had nowhere to go.
Here Here's the pressure. Flips it out in the flat. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Navy will have to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
The kick is on its way. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
They'll send the back in motion. Going to the ground. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He's got it again. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be third down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Florida Atlantic taking on the number 25 team, the Florida Gators. And it's the Owls looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. Now back to your game in Annapolis. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the hallowed grounds of the U.S. Naval Academy.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Off the play fake. Right on the money. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Sentinels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Bentley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Goes to the option. Keeps it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense did a great job taking the first option away and bringing the quarterback down behind the line.
Look, they haven't been able to get much going, but do you think you could have pitched it late there?
I think you try, but once you get in that area of gray where you don't know whether you want to pitch it and you're going to get tackled, you don't want to fumble the football, and you got to eat it.
Hunt is in the air. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Quarterback making adjustments. He'll do it himself on the draw. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
They punted away on fourth down. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bentley. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw, it's Gunderson. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Sentinels will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Pocket breaking down. And they got him.
Man, oh man, that defensive end had a great get-off on that play. Exploded out of his 3-point stance. He's able to use the swim move and get to the QB.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Handoff to the fullback. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the option. The option, the keeper. The give on the option. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And here comes the Navy offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. On the ground, it's Baptiste. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to impose their will with the run. Maybe some room here. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Scanning the field, it's Woodson. They're working that left side. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Fights off a defender. Breaks into the open. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
And he'll be brought down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes a catch. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Give to the fullback. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped them for a big loss.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
Makes the catch. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Navy operating with a fresh set of downs after that last completion. Now on the option. He'll do it himself. He'll toss it. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. On the run, still looking. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Down to the 36-yard line, and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. And he'll be hit immediately, no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Here comes the option. Doing it himself again. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Motion from the back. The option look. Keeps it himself. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. And the Sentinels decide to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll just down it right there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front to get on those defensive linemen to try.
There's some room. Brought down at the 20. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. Got enough for the 1st. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down, and they got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football, but this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Woodson. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. The throw.
Great job in coverage by defense there, guys. Take away all the primary targets down the field, force the QB to check it down, rally to the fullback, and make a tackle.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. On the option. Pulls it on the option. Now the toss. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. Navy was pinned deep, and now a chance to put together a drive. Rides to back and leaves it. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about, I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Can't get him to the ground. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Woodson. Flips it out on the screen. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The pitch. He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's a give to Robinson. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Takes the easy completion. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead at half, down 14-7. So the 16-play drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Back to throw, it's Gunderson. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Shakes off the defender. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Running inside, it's Bentley. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense getting set for first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Now on second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Got his man to the left. They're able to ride him down, but not before he has flipped the field with a huge pickup on the play. And now they are set up coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, better look out.
And the thing I like about giving it to the fullback right away, it hits downhill right now. Very little chance for a ball handling mishap. No fumbles. He secures the football, wraps it up, falls forward, and usually gets positive yards.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Might have a chance. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Sentinels.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Navy offense ready to go on the attack. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
The fullback. This takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field in every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking downfield, it's Woodson. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. There he goes. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You've got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. That's caught. It's Bryant. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
You know, with that scramble play, you got to give it to him. He's trying everything he can do just to get this home crowd back into this game and get them loud again. He's trying to build momentum. Really nice job scrambling out of danger there on fourth down, picking up the first. They're obviously trailing, but in college football, it ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Trying play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
He's got the tight end. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
And there's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were expecting here today, but there were plays to be made on the field. And, David, I think moving forward, this team just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and when you see it on tape, and your coach has been preaching all camp about the mistakes, but now it's real. Now you got a loss attached to it, but a lot of conference play still ahead, a lot of opportunities to still have a successful season.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.